One of the best pickups during Amazon Prime Day a couple months back was the Samsung 990 2TB Pro NVMe SSD with the heatsink, of course. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install this bad boy into your PlayStation 5. The 1TB SSD was at $100 if I remember correctly for Prime Day, but for only 50 more, you were able to get 2 terabytes. So a 2TB SSD for your PS5 was only $150 during Prime Day. Quite a steal, triple the memory of your original system. And let's get into how you're going to be putting this thing into your PS5. One thing you will need, of course, is a Phillips head screwdriver. So the first thing you'll want to do is take off the front cover from the system. You're going to grab it from the bottom left and the top right, and you're going to have some force needed to pull that bad boy off. So make sure to not worry about breaking it because you won't, but some force is needed. On the back plate, you then do the opposite side. So bottom right, top left, you're going to push up on that one. Again, some force will be needed, so do not worry about breaking the PS5 covers. And then once it's done, you're going to be flipping it over on the other side, and you're going to see where the cover is for the SSD slot on your PS5. You will then use your Phillips head screwdriver to unscrew that section. There's going to be an extra screw on the inside of the cover, so you have to make sure to unscrew that. Next, located on the right side is where you insert the SSD. Now, if you've ever built a PC before, you'll be very familiar with how to insert an SSD. But if you're not familiar with one, then you're gonna have to hold your SSD at a bit of an angle and then slide it inside the connectors. You'll want to push in a little bit so it's a little snug, and then it's going to kind of dangle at an angle for a little bit. Dangle at an angle, I like that. You will then need to push down on the SSD slightly so that it aligns with the screw, and then screw that screw on the left right back into place to hold it down properly. You have to do this because just sliding it inside will not make the SSD effective. Once it is in place, you will then put this cover of the SSD back on and screw it back in. And once you do that, you can put your covers back on your PS5 and you're ready to go. Now, the next step is, of course, to plug back your PS5 and turn it on. As you turn it on, you're gonna get a message that says that the PS5 detects a new NVMe SSD, and it's gonna ask you if you want to format your new SSD, to which you say yes, of course. Once the format is complete, you will then go to your system settings, check storage, and it should even say the name of the Samsung 990 SSD by name right there. So you're going to see a section that says the NVMe as well as the built-in memory. You're able to have your system set to where you can have your PS5 games installed on the SSD exclusively like I do, because of the fact that it is a 2 terabyte, so plenty of space for those PS5 games, and I have it set so that my PS4 games are automatically installed onto the internal hard drive already, internal SSD. And just like that, you're ready to enjoy triple the memory or double if you get the 1 terabyte option as well on your PS5, and you're ready to load up that bad boy with plenty of new games. Thanks for joining me for this video. If you enjoyed everything here, make sure to leave me a thumbs up and subscribe as well to the channel, as this is one of my first videos doing more talking to the camera like this. I typically do gameplay, but I do a lot of gameplay of different games and series, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. I also did a video where I reviewed the PlayStation Portal, and one of the big reasons I wanted this SSD badly was to be able to control the power of my PS5 in the palm of my hands with a lot more accessible games at the ready. So make sure to go check out that video as well, as it will be appearing on your screen.